2014 was an amazing year for Reid Park Zoo. We broke our attendance record with more than 618,000 visitors. And I think we all know what the big attraction was. We'll give you all the details next on Zoo News.
Female viper. Good job.
Hi, I'm Jed Dodds and welcome to Zoo News. In 2012, we opened our Expedition Tanzania exhibit, expanding the zoo by 7 acres. We worked with our partners at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park to move an established breeding herd of 5 African elephants with the purpose of continued breeding. The move went well and the elephants settled in quickly. Things couldn't get any better, or could they? Female Samba bred with our bull elephant Mabu in October of 2013, and a test of her urine confirmed she was pregnant. We then got to work preparing Samba for a pregnancy that would last 22 months.
Sambalina, good girl, that a girl.
We trained her to accept an ultrasound probe and included some stretching into her daily routine. Early in the summer of 2014, we began monitoring Samba closely as her due date was approaching. 7 weeks before she gave birth, we were watching her 24 hours a day. Although Samba didn't give birth on any of the zookeepers' birthdays, she did give birth on Tucson's birthday, August 20th. Keeper Mara Jameson gives us the play-by-play.
Samba went from the south paddock to our middle paddock, and as she was walking down underneath her, there was just this comma shape of the amniotic sac with the baby in it. And Samba stops in the middle paddock, and it was just textbook. Just went to the ground, splat, and broke the amniotic sac open, and it was just, the whole thing was so quick. It was within 20 minutes of us really knowing that this is it. She stood up, I think, within 15 minutes, and she attempted to nurse within 20 minutes. So she got up, she was very strong, she knew exactly what she was doing, and it just was amazing.
Youngest brother Sunzu stayed with Mom throughout the delivery. Auntie Langirli and brother Punga also witnessed the birth of the 245-pound baby and were anxious to meet her. Days later, Samba took her calf outside to meet the world. It was a very special time. Before going out into an exhibit to make her public debut, we had to do some baby proofing. The pool was drained and the keepers had to make a ramp to help Mom and baby get into the dry pool bed.
And Mom really doesn't like going up and down that ramp, but she was able to see that it's there, knows that it's there. But the whole time she was there, the calf was playing in the sand under her feet, which made it all the more challenging. But now we are confident that she knows how to get in and out of that dry pool bed.
With the public anxiously awaiting the calf's debut, Samba paraded her out, just shy of her 1-month birthday.
We've had visitors that came from across the country to see this baby, and I think that was a little shocking. We knew she was really special and we really enjoy her, but I didn't expect the public reaction that we've had, that people are so excited to see her up close.
We saw on Facebook that the baby elephant was coming out today, so we packed up the kids and came down.
The birth of this elephant is a huge deal to this entire community. It's the first elephant ever born in the state of Arizona, and the first obviously here at Reid Park Zoo.
She is adorable. Those ears are so cute.
Oh, I adore her. She is so happy and frolicsome. She's just a little girl. She's the smallest elephant in Arizona. You know?
The birth of our African elephant made headlines nationwide. She was mentioned on CNN, Good Morning America, a station in Poland, and even Jack Hanna stopped by to meet our baby girl.
This is a very special family of elephants. It really is. And I just was so blessed to be here today to be able to film that little baby, today, because you can sit there and watch that thing all day long.
Thanks to our webcams, you don't need to make a cross-country trip to see our elephants.
I have 2 little nephews in Atlanta, and they watch those elephants every day on it. And I'm sure there's other kids from around the nation who are watching the webcams and following us on Facebook and social media all about the progress of this baby.
In fact, on social media, she was known as #Tucson's Big Baby. As cute as that was, she needed a name. The keepers chose 2 names to Swati in origin. Since the adult elephants were rescued from Swaziland, the keepers wanted names that connected to this region. The public would then get a vote on their favorite name.
The first one is Imvula, and Imvula means rain in Siswati, to honor the monsoon season and all of this crazy rain that's happening surrounding her birth and debut. So the second name that the keepers have selected is Nandi, and it's a very popular girl's name in Siswati. It's a very feminine name. It means sweet and fun.
After an online poll with nearly 8,000 votes cast, Tucson's Big Baby now has a name, Nandi. And this name will be very important when we start training her.
So today with Nandi, we're trying to just mostly touch her and get her comfortable around her keepers. In the barn, in a more enclosed area, she comes up to her keepers really quickly, but sometimes out on exhibit she's distracted, or occasionally she gets into her shy mode where she wants to just hang right by mom. So this is how training an elephant calf goes. Some days they're very interactive and they want to come up and play with their trainers, and other days they want to just be by mom, and so basically they get to call the shots. Everyone asks about Nandi's personality, and there are days where she's quiet and a mama's girl and really shy, but 90% of the time she is a really sassy, independent, confident little elephant. Right now Nandi's being a little bit shy, just as I say that. So some of the training is just touching, trying not to make her too wild.
Nandi sure has grown fast. She gained about 4 pounds a day for the first several weeks. It's hard to believe she now weighs more than 600 pounds. Let's take a look at some of her milestones.
She was very curious about the mud wallow and got in very, very quickly. So that was a huge milestone.
Although we drained our big pool, Nandi really made a splash in her baby pool. What milestone should we look for next?
Nandi is starting to eat hay. She is sucking on the elephant pellets, but the next step is really to start eating them. And once she does that, then our work really begins, because we will start formal training with her.
There's a lot to look forward to with this little girl. Unlike Nandi's brothers who might eventually move on to head up their own herds, the life of a female elephant is much different.
Elephants are matriarchal societies, so that means the females will stay together their whole life. So the daughters and the mothers and the grandmothers and the aunts will form a family group, and they will stay together for the whole span of their life.
With Nandi, we're lucky because likely she will just stay here at Reid Park Zoo.
We are so happy to have this baby here, and it really means that future generations will be able to see elephants here. It's an amazing sight, and we are so proud to share this with the community.
You can come out and see Nandi daily from 9 to about 11:30. And if she still has energy, you might get to see her in the afternoon. If you have any questions about Nandi or any of our other African elephants, you can go to Tucson12.tv, click on Zoo News, and ask them there. I'm Jed Dodds, bringing the zoo to you.